Flashgitz.
Pablo Picasso's Guernica, Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, Flashgitz's Racist Mario. What do these four works have in common? They're all Super Mario parodies, and like all Mario parodies, there is a story behind each. A story of artistic powerhouses, brave men reaching through the cosmos to find something greater than themselves. Something purer.
Some men call that something God. Some call it Allah. And others call it the great blue above. Well, it came to us by a different name. Mario Kart 8. We had our first brush with infinity at Target in 2014. The warm glow of a Mario Kart 8 kiosk captured our attention. Two humble animators who shared the dream of becoming big-time, super important Hollywood YouTube stars.
Maybe you'll think I'm a massive fan when I tell you playing Mario Kart 8 changed everything that day. It left such an impact on us that we bought Sonic All-Star Racing on Steam because we couldn't afford a Wii U. Frankly, it was like trying to replicate the taste of a Snickers by having someone take a shit in your mouth.
Unable to afford the game, we did as Da Vinci would do, and began making a Flash cartoon. After 3 months of sweat, we birthed our finest work yet. We then christened its beloved head with a set of soft and supple peaches, and drifted it gently out into the cosmos, where you found it, and clicked it, and started our ascent to power.
And you know what we did with our first paycheck from YouTube? We marched to the damn shops, and we bought ourselves some damn Wii U's, and we played Mario Kart 8 like 4 times.
Then YouTube turned into a bunch of Puritans, and every last funny YouTuber stopped making any money.
Exactly.
So, we, Flashgitz, are here in the flesh to talk to you guys about what's next. For starters, our next cartoon is probably going to be a Zelda cartoon. But it won't do us much good because YouTube has effectively demonetized all of our cartoons. And there's no way this one's going to be an exception.
I'm gonna go fuck Zelda.
But that's not important, because we have bigger ambitions. All we've really ever wanted to do is just to make silly cartoons in some shape or form for people to watch. So YouTube pulling the rug out from under us just kind of forces us to have to proceed on to the next part of our evil plan. Our dream has always been to make a show.
Oh, dramatic. A very own original cartoon series with our own original ideas. Drama. Now everything we've heard from the big Hollywood hotshots who we just hang around with all the time is you've got to come at this from multiple angles. So we're going to put 3 ideas out, and with your help, hopefully we can find a big studio to make at least one of them. 2 of these ideas are ready to go, and we'll unveil them soon when you're ready, but we still need a 3rd. So here's our question. Can you write a show with your YouTube subscribers and get it made?
Here's how it'll work. We'll come up with the ideas and character designs and stuff like that, and then put them to you guys with a vote. Whichever one wins, we'll proceed with in the next episode, and bit by bit, we'll build a show together from scratch.
And finally, we are going to use censor beats because YouTube are a bunch of stupid. So yeah, that is a thing now.
Let's get started.
Welcome to Show Quest.
I'm shooting this next piece in my car because gotta keep this interesting somehow. So we've laid out the process of developing this idea with a map. The map itself is just going to be a cool way to keep track of where we are writing the show. Our first step is coming up with this thing called the high concept, which is basically just the main idea. After that, we'll get into something called the story engine, which is basically just like how you set up your world so you can churn out episodes. So anyways, step one is the high concept.
Alright, so. Don. We already have 2 shows which meet 2 criteria. Fantasy and like apocalypse, right? So those genres are kind of closed off to us. Do you think? I mean...
Well, yeah, because the idea is to have all 3 ideas to kind of shotgun at somebody, right?
Right.
Don't want it to sound like the same thing. So I think all we're left with is kind of contemporary. Or I guess you could do sci-fi, but it's not the apocalypse.
Do you not feel like everyone's doing sci-fi right now?
I do feel like everyone's doing sci-fi.
Sci-fi feels like a taken space. I don't know. Ha! Sorry. I don't know. I don't know if I'm interested in sci-fi that much.
I've been thinking about this, and a kind of Street Fighter thing really appeals to me.
A Street Fighter?
Like Street Fighter, fighting games, Dragon Ball Z. And that's something everyone else knows too, you know? It's really just a show that would make fun of all these fighting games.
Oh! If we did Street Fighter-esque, I would love to move the needle in the Mortal Kombat direction. I f***ing love Mortal Kombat, like, all the different, like, realms and shit. Yeah, I like a Mortal Kombat kind of...
I always preferred Street Fighter, though. It's just, like, more colorful, you know what I mean?
What, than Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, like, literal color, but the characters in Mortal Kombat are so much funnier. I just think Street Fighter has a lot less variety. Because everyone's from Earth. Everyone's a human.
No, it's like demons and shit.
I mean, like, yeah, 90%. You got, like, Blanka and shit.
I'm not arguing against having, like, bears and shit, you know? I just like the aesthetic of Street Fighter more. It's not like this kind of overly edgy.
Well, like, yeah, I mean, the main character doesn't have to be, like, a turbo edgelord. Fine. But, if I can't have someone who looks like what's his stupid name? Is it Quan Chi? Who's the f***ing...
Quan Chi.
No, Quan Chi's the sorcerer. Who's the dude who, like, throws skulls at people? He throws skulls at people! Oh, I love it. Where is he?
He's got, like, a green skull here.
Yes! Is that Quan Chi?
It is Quan Chi.
Wait, you gotta...
Just
Is he like this, like, turbo... Basically, does he look like me, but bald with, like, black makeup? Yeah, super pale, right?
I don't know, to me, it's like a...
It's so funny, though, like, that's perfect gold. You've just got this, like, edgelord who, like, he could literally be called, like, edgelord, Lord of Edges. Oh, man, it's gonna be so fun designing, like, fighting characters. I don't even want to come up with another idea. This is already the best thing ever.
Sick. Alright, you guys.
No, we gotta get no
choices. No, maybe there'll be a choice somewhere else. Let's go down this rabbit hole. See where it goes.
Alright.
What does the protagonist look like?
I think we should start with what does the protagonist want, because that's going to influence what he looks like.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah.
Are we even at that point yet? You should check the little map and see we're not skipping
I mean, we kind of blew past the high concept.
Kinda, but I would want, like, the world fleshed out a bit more.
The issue is you kind of do both at once, though. You know what I mean? Maybe leave you in the hot air balloon, and then I go down to the engine.
It's a great idea. I can throw skulls at you. What's our main guy want to do? Does he just want to be the best? I find it kind of funny if the main character's kind of doing it for bad reasons.
Is he like killing people though?
Yeah, I mean, it is also funny if people like run away to come back again after they've trained harder. He has to learn the ancient...
Learn like a whole new fighting technique.
The ancient flamingo technique. Where you can only use one arm, right? Because they stand with their...
No, I guess he'd blow his leg off. Now he's gonna learn the flamingo fighting style. Just need something real simple. Like the Street Fighter movie though. Why was Bison collecting fighters?
He was using the fighters as assassins.
Right.
To take out, like, diplomatic targets or political targets.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he, like,
so I think,
possessed Cammy or something.
Yeah, and then you got that sweet thigh shot where she, like,
does a
breaks someone's neck. Yeah, you're like, oh.
Maybe he could want something really dumb that they all have.
If he beats them, he gets to fuck their wives.
Try to sell that to a network.
My shots got pretty dark.
Maybe we should stop.
Alright, my sunlight's run out, and because we can't look pretty enough for you guys, we're just gonna have to stop.
That's the end of session 1. I guess we're gonna try to do like 2 sessions per episode. So yeah, pick it back up tomorrow, Tommy.
Shall I do the thing where I like all those fucking losers do, where they like grab the camera and then the next day they pull their hand back and it's sweet. See you guys tomorrow. All right, where were we? What was our boggle?
So what did you? I wanna put a face to this guy as we start to talk about the main character. Like, what does he look like? What did you see him looking like?
I want him to look like Mick Foley.
Who's Mick Foley again? No! No!
Mankind is a hero amongst men. Alright?
His plaid jacket and
He's so great. How can you hate Mick Foley?
We both had a vision and this just goes like the complete opposite direction. Let's move on. Let's not get bogged down by this. We should talk about like the engine. What does he want? Like why is he fighting? So why would you would just street fight for money, right? Maybe all the other fighters fight for money, but he fights for something else that everyone has that you wouldn't expect.
Photos of loved ones.
It's pretty fucking weird.
He's a weird guy. He walks around fighting people. What if he like fights to stop fighting? Once he's like wiped out every fighter, there'll be no more fighting. He just wants peace.
Huh. Why would fighters be bad for the world anyway? Are you observing like these street fights, killing bystanders with stray fireballs and stuff, you know? Is it really their fault if they're like standing there spectating these two like demigods going at it?
Oh, here comes the victim blaming. Here we go.
I always thought that was funny though in Street Fighter, like you play in the levels where like you're fighting in a street and there's all these people gathered around like cheering you on and you're like throwing sonic booms at each other that just fly off screen. It's like, where does it land? Like you're probably killing other people. Maybe
his thing is like he gathered around a street fight one day and a stray sonic boom killed his wife or his son.
Was it his sonic boom?
No, someone else's. He was just like one of the background characters.
You could be like, yeah, it's awesome, it's a street fight. It's just doing like that wonky, like looped cheer that they all do, you know?
Yeah, right!
Like, yeah, woo, yeah, woo!
Punch him! Yeah, I like it.
I guess I just don't want it to feel like forced tragedy. Like, is there a way that we can make it?
Just do his son. Like, he's with his son and they're cheering and...
And his wife is already dead or something?
Yeah, there you go. Him and his son bonded over street fighting. Then he realized that street fighting's evil.
What makes the main guy conflicted?
What he thinks he wants and what he actually wants?
Okay, well, we know what he thinks he wants. End all street fighting in the world.
What he really wants is to die.
Huh. Why does he want to die?
I don't know, why do people usually want to die?
Unemployment?
Yeah, that's how he met Mick Foley. Can Mick Foley be his apprentice?
What would he even do?
Take over when he dies. Maybe, no! He's training Mick Foley to kill him. Oh, Mick Foley can be like learning in secret.
Maybe you don't know why Mick Foley is there either.
Why?
Because it would just be funny if like this hobo-looking guy seems to just be there to be like his helper, you know? Throws him like water bottles and shit. And then at the end, like it unveils, he's like, I've wiped out, you know, all the fighters. I need you to kill me.
Yeah.
And then Mick Foley reveals that he's like learned how to fight from watching him. So then he's like, well, now I have to kill you. And then Mick Foley runs away.
I like it. That is the idea.
Yeah, I think we have the basic engine down.
Alright, let's recap how far we got with the idea. The main character was part of the crowds in a street fight until a stray sonic boom killed his son. His wife, on the other hand, was already dead. So now his quest is to wipe out all street fighters to bring about world peace. And his apprentice, Mick Foley, is there to kill him because, after all, the main character is also a fighter. God, we're good. So remember at the start of the episode we said we were going to put some stuff to the vote and kind of just like build this show idea with you? Well, here's the first vote. Do we stick with this show idea or do we start from scratch? Just click the little pulsating thingy up there and you can cast your vote, have your say. Go on, click it, cast your vote. Now whilst I've got your attention, Donnie and I are going to be doing some panels at some upcoming conventions. So the first one is Too Many Games, which is in Philadelphia on the weekend of June 23rd. And we'll be doing a panel about how to become super cool Hollywood YouTube stars and get all the likes. We're also doing the Rooster Teeth Expo RTX in Austin, Texas. RTX! RTX! And we got a couple panels there too, so we can meet in person, play Kiss Chase, talk about boys, whatever you want, just come along, say hi. Did you think this shill was over? Because it's not, because we've also got a Twitch. We stream cartoons and tutorials and show quest stuff and have hoity-toity guests. And that's on Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays at 5 PM EST. Alright, that's all the shilling I've got for you, so yeah, thanks for watching and see you in episode 2, you losers.